Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy freaking Friday. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Another bluebird day. Had a good little rain last night. Oh, it's beautiful. Saves me from having to water the garden. Just stalling as we find time for Facebook to play catch up. So, in any event, today we're going to shift gears a little bit. There we go. All right. I got someone watching. Who's watching? Let's see. Let me go public. Public. I always do this shenanigans. Oh, okay. Let me see if this is working. It's working. Awesome. All right. So, a little bit different today. Want to kind of like, when this started, originally, this started as I wanted to educate, inspire, and motivate you. Okay? So I'm going back to that kind of mentality. Good morning, Grace. And today is Friday. So today we're talking kindness. Okay? And I know some of you are probably like, oh, here we go. We're going to start hugging trees and stuff. Not at all. Kindness. Friendly, generous, considerate. Okay? So this whole week, I've been talking about, be better, be better, be better, be better, be better. It's always what I talk about is how can you be better? So I came up with a really cool idea after my run today. And I just was like, kindness. That's something that, good morning, Sonia. Good morning, Matthew. It's something we've been missing in the last 2 months. It's been missing. Before the violent acts, Memorial Day weekend, and with the police officer and Floyd, before that, it was people were just pissed off about being in quarantine, so people were starting to get edgy. Everything has escalated. We're at like an all-time high of non-kindness. It's not really whatever. So, kindness. Friendly, generous, considerate. And then I started thinking, I was like, all right, kindness. So what the hell is that? What can we do? How can we be kind to others without offending someone? Well, we're going to offend everybody. So might as well. Today we'll offend the vegans because we're not vegan. No, but in all seriousness, who remembers the leave a penny, take a penny jar? To me, that was the simplest form of kindness. How much of a pain in the ass was it when you'd get to the register and something was $3.03 and you had $3 or you had $3.25, and now it's like, great, I'm gonna get a couple of pennies back, and I don't even want pennies, so I'll just throw them in the damn jar. But if you needed it, it was there. And that's something that stupid, simple, but effective is leave a penny, take a penny. And then they would always have the sign like, if you take more than two, get a job, which maybe some people should, consider lately. So then I was like, all right, so we no longer have those because pennies went out of circulation in, I think it was 2013. So we don't have to worry about pennies are not far and few between, but definitely less. So, all right, so what does this mean? What does that have to do with kindness? My thought, now work with me on this, is we're going to morph that one step further into this game of a variation of a play it forward. So, or pay it forward, not play it forward, pay it forward. Pay it forward, receipt of an act of kindness, coincidentally. When someone does something for someone else, and then rather than simply accepting it, you're going to gift something forward. So what I want to do, and I think this will work, is, and I'm going to be totally random with how this works, is I use Venmo very infrequently, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to gift 10 people $5. You can use that $5 to buy yourself a coffee because you might not have been working for the last I don't know how many weeks, 8 weeks, maybe, if we're on that, maybe we're on 12 weeks. I have no friggin' idea. You may just be like, you know what? I've been working. I'm essential. I've been working. I don't need this, but I know someone who does. I'm going to pass it to them. It will, what you're going to start to do, and again, the reason I want to use Venmo is Venmo's really cool. You can put little comments in there, and so you can say like $5 and like what it's for. So like if I was gonna, and no man, I'm not gonna gift you $5. You can ride your bike over to my house and pick up $5. But if I was gonna gift Matt $5, I could put it in there and say like the $5 thing with the dollar bill and stuff, and then I would say like pay it forward, something like that. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be crazy. But the idea of getting back to like the community and the closeness that makes this area so amazing and makes people so amazing is our ability to come together. Like right now, we're a super divided country, and it's disheartening, it's disgusting, and it's gross. So these are some simple things. Again, it's $5. You might not have the $5 and you might need that. And you know what? That's okay. And then when you have an extra $5, you might then pass it forward. And that's the idea behind what I'm thinking is, because again, like who doesn't love pulling up to like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks if you drink real coffee, and someone, the lady or the guy at the window says, oh, the person in front of you paid for your coffee. And you're like, sweet, put my money back in my pocket. Now, most of you, that's what you do. That's what I've done in the past. And this is something that my friend Art Jones does very frequently. He will, randomly he might say like, I'm going to buy the next 2 cars. I want to pay for the next 2 cars coffee, stuff like that all the time. And there's no better feeling because you automatically envision the person behind you. Like, how would you respond? How would you react if you were to get that? So we can do it through Venmo. And the reason that I want to do it through Venmo is not to like self-promote yourself, but to help promote this new idea, which isn't really a new idea. We're just dusting off an old idea of kindness and paying it forward. And I want this to spread very organically, right? So it would be awesome to see, like, again, if I have 10 people that I share, and I do this with, and then 8 of those 10 people share it with 8 other people, and, all of a sudden it grows and it morphs, and next thing you know, you've got 100 people that are benefiting from this in some way, shape, or form, either because they are in a point where they, would truly benefit from that $5. Maybe they forgot their wallet at home and they're like, I'm having a real shitty day. I just want to stop at the brewery and grab a growler. And all of a sudden it's like, someone just Venmoed me $5. Okay, I can't stop and have a growler, but I can drink a beer. Or maybe they stop and buy coffee. I don't know. Or maybe they're just like, you know what? Maybe it was meant to be that I forgot my wallet. I'm going to send this $5 on to somebody else because I know someone needs it. Or someone wants to have a cup of coffee. Or someone's having a shittier day than me. Because I think I have a great day every day because that's my mindset. I'm sure I have a shitty day. And I'm sure Beth would say, like, you did a shitty job at the house. That's marriage. But I think that this is something that we have lost, and it's time. There's only one way for us to heal our own communities, and that is to come back together. We're always going to have differences, but we're always going to disagree. But that's what makes people people, and that's what makes people great. And this is also what makes people great. Going out of your way for what? Like, it's going to take you 2 minutes and maybe $10. Maybe you only do it with 2 people. Maybe you do it with 3. You pick a person or a couple people, and you just, and they're random. Like the 10 people I pick, I would suggest finding me on Venmo if you want $5 for whatever. Just don't use it for drugs, please. I don't know how much $5 will buy you for drugs, but That would be my only request. But again, if you need it, you have it. I don't support it, but at the same time, I'm trying to do my part to make this little globe that we currently are occupying until Elon Musk, oh, hey, mama, until Elon Musk is done making, condos on Mars or some nonsense, a little bit better place. Like, I was listening to some music, which I don't typically do on my run, and one of the songs was talking about, I don't remember, leaving this world better than when they got here. And I was like, you know what? And that's the thing is, like, what are you doing every day to make sure, and I look at it because I have kids. If you don't have kids, it's harder to envision. And I'll, Sonia will tell you that I was probably the most selfish person because of, Sonia used to work for me. And, before I had kids, and then I had kids, and it was like totally different. But what am I doing every day to make sure my kids are going to have a better life than I had, which is going to be difficult, as well as how are they going to be able to impact the planet in a better way than I was? And I'm very fortunate that I have two great parents, and one of them's watching, so I have to say this. I feel kind of obligated that my dad was much nicer than my mother was to me. And I've also had amazing friends. Like, I'm still very close friends with 10 of the kids, 10 of the kids that I grew up with. And we talk constantly. And now their wives, like, we have this group of 20 of us that do Christmas every year. And the reason, and that's great because we have our own little community. And I love that. I would love it when I walk into Wegmans and I see people that I haven't seen in 5 years, and you can just start talking to them. I haven't seen Sonia in person in, I don't know when, 2013, 12, I think you left. You stopped working for me at the gym. And, but to me, having that community is most important. Kindness is most important. Because if you just walk through life, and I might have said this earlier, earlier in the week, and I loved it when I heard it, Tim Ferriss said it, if you meet an asshole, you've met an asshole. If you meet more than 5, you're the asshole. And it's true. Those are things we don't think about. Is you directly, your attitude resonates to the people around you. So if you walk into your office and you're in a horrible mood, that's going to show, and people are going to respond to you that way because they don't want to piss you off anymore. Or especially if you're the boss, because they're like, this dude signs my paychecks, or this chick signs my paychecks. So kindness, friendly, generous, considerate. Leave a penny, take a penny. Only we're going to do it with I'm going to do it with $5 because the average cost of coffee, because you guys all like the foo-foo stuff, buy your coffee black, drink your coffee black. That's the way that these underpaid coffee bean producers are making a living. So, all right. So I saw you in August of the 15th. That's right. You stopped over to see Jerry. Yeah. So that's it. That's Friday. Kindness, take a penny, leave a penny. Find me on Venmo. I had to look up what my name was. It's Ed TenEyck. Shocking. I really wanted to throw darts at you guys this morning. So pay it forward. Again, I'm going to pick 10 randoms, and you do what you want with it. I would love for this, and you know what you can do? Because I'm very curious. If you share it, if you grow this, we'll come up with some kind of cool name for it, for the social media, so that we can track it. Because if we can track it and we can grow it, then if we give it a hashtag, UHP pay it forward. There we go. UHP pay it forward. I'm going to write that down. So if you get $5 from me today, it will have hashtag UHP pay it forward. And then that way we can track it, because I do want this to grow. And good morning, Valerie. Wow, Uncle Warren, good morning. Good morning, Aunt Susie. So that's the deal. Find me on Venmo. If you don't have Venmo, you can link it right through Facebook, and it's cool because you can send money for free. So it's better than PayPal, it's better than Square. I hope I'm not going to get in trouble with Venmo, but I don't think so. And I don't really care. So leave a penny, take a penny, pay it forward, kindness. Let's start healing, because we only have one Earth. And if we fuck this one up, guess where our kids are going to live? Nowhere. So we might as well start putting it back together. I hope you guys have a great Friday. Awesome weekend. All my fathers out there, mothers who act as fathers, you are the best human beings on the planet. Almost as lucky as I am to have my two little shits that I got to say I love you to this morning before I left, and my great wife, who I also said I love you to her too. She's not as much of a little shit. She's a bigger shit. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday.